Hey guys, welcome to the Insider episode 12. Today we've got a tip about dealing with primarily programmed music, like urban type music, lots of beats, that sort of thing. But that'll be at the end of the episode here. We've got some announcements. The new session and intro video will be up tomorrow, which is awesome. Tell us a little bit about the session, just who did it and that sort of thing.
This is a kind of an R&B.
Cool.
We cut it in New York, and we actually programmed the track. A couple studio guys here in Nashville programmed the track, and we cut the vocal in New York.
Awesome.
And so I mean, it's a really fun session. You were listening to.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. We've also got some great content coming up. We've got some session walkthroughs. We've got a how would I mix this. Some really good content coming up this month. We had a couple interviews last week. Tell us a little bit about an interview last week.
Well, one was from a student from Cedarville. And he was asking about ethics and as it pertains to being an engineer, full-time engineer. And it was a quick, let me ask you a couple questions. I decided to capture it because I figured if I could give him some information that would help, maybe you guys could use it too. Yeah. The second interview was a buddy of mine who is a studio designer. Yeah. I mean, he builds studios. And he gave some really good tips. Yeah. Stuff that some of it's obvious and some of it was obvious in a way that why am I not doing in my room like this?
Right.
So it's a really cool interview. You should watch it. Make
sure you check those out. We're really excited to listen to your Broadway mixes. We're going to get some mix feedback for you next week on that.
That's right.
And so let me see. As far as forum topics go, I pulled a couple of those out. There's a couple really good ones. Leo Aviles had a easy to remember golden rules of EQ. He had just a few different rules. Really cool. Get in there, get on that discussion. Yep. There's the 32-bit depth. David Smith was asking, does it really matter? What does it do? And there's a lot of great discussion going on that one too. So make sure you check those out. We've got a ton of new members this time. And I think it was like 30 or so. So if you want to help me run down the list here, Kevin.
Help you.
Because you know how I am with names. I'm not as great. But let's go ahead and just run down this list. We got Brian Voiles and Joe Salomon and Ichiro Tatsuraha. Ichiro, yeah.
Tatsuraha. Sorry. We're terrible at pronouncing names.
Tell us how to pronounce your name. Get in the comments and tell us exactly how to pronounce your name. That would be awesome. We would thank you.
Mikhail Bredikin, Micah Valerio, Tom Drake, Nitin Gupta, Ross Melvi Monserrate, which he is helping us with the web maintenance of the website. So everybody encourage him. Yeah. Let's see. Randall Chambers. You got that one.
And Justin Kropp, who's an engineer up in town as well. We've both worked with him. It's a pleasure.
There's a lot of professionals on the website. I'm really glad for our community.
It's awesome. Jonathan Roya, Gary A. Paquin, and Richard Stratford, David Smith, Christian Mendez Murillo, Armando Alarcon? Yeah, that sounds about right. And Lawrence Lawrence
was one of those guys that says, you pronounce my name this way. And I think he said Uff.
Okay.
But sorry, Lawrence, if we're butchering your name, but I think it's Lawrence Uff.
And feel free to make fun of our names, too. Steve McBride, Dennis Peterson, Dan
Castle, Sam Haskins.
Yep, that's
two different people.
I don't know what I'm reading. Yeah. Frank Williams, Charles Brooks, Anthony Higgins, Louis Nira, Robert Friedman, and I don't know
Itzhak Yaron.
Okay, Itzhak Yaron. Man, that was good.
Thank you.
David Christie, Felipe Arsimoles.
That's good to me.
Arsimoles, and Jerry Pierce.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for signing up. I hope you're finding everything okay. If you're not, feel free to hit us up on the wall there. Or drop us an email, either way. But we want to just welcome you guys. I mean, we're really glad to have you guys.
Yeah, we are. On to the quick tip now about how to mix urban, beat-driven music.
Well, I mean, the big thing about this kind of music is I think bass, kick, snare, bass is more. that's the part that drives the music more. So I think the loudest, making it as loud as you possibly can without just taking away from the lead vocal. So one of the things that I find that helps a lot on this kind of music is a good amount of compression on the kick, snare, and I'm sure you've done this too. A lot of compression on the kick. As a matter of fact, I'm working on a video now that's we're gonna walk through, and I'm gonna be compressing the kick and the bass quite a bit.
Absolutely.
And then if that's not enough, I usually even compress the drums even a little bit more. The cool thing that makes this kind of music make the drums pop out a little bit more is that they're programmed, so you don't have to worry about the drummer's tendency to hit the snare at different volumes and kick. It's pretty consistent. So
that's great.
Just keep your kick and bass and snare up.
Awesome, man. And so make sure you stay tuned to MixCoach for all the great updates for this month, and download the session tomorrow. See you later, guys.
Bye.